can use your Galaxy S8 inside and outside in real-life environments without worrying that a rainstorm will ruin your day or your phone. That's why we created a new 10-nanometer smartphone processor for the Galaxy S8. Yeah. It's incredibly powerful. Now, why does 10 nanometers matter? Well, just to give you some perspective, that means that 10,000 of our transistors can fit on the width of a human hair. And as transistors get smaller, we can pack more processing power into the same space. The result is a mobile processor that's faster and more powerful than any other we've ever made, ushering a new standard for the smartphone. It's also our most efficient processor, consuming less energy and saving your battery. Of course, when you do need to recharge, we've always believed it should be easy and convenient, of course. We pioneered fast and wireless charging, to remove the burdens of traditional charging, giving you new ways to power up your device. For example, our newest wireless charging pad gives you more options, letting you lay your phone flat or prop it up so you can see the screen. We are committed to innovation, from hardware to software, from core features to accessories that make your life easier. We're also committed to innovation in quality and safety. We put the Galaxy S8 through our toughest safety testing process ever, with an 8-point battery safety check that goes beyond the industry standard. Because quality and safety is and remains our top priority. Our commitment to safety extends to security too. For years, in order to protect your most valuable information, we had to create these long, complex passwords. But that's not enough. For each site, you have to create a different long and complex password. Oh, but that's not enough either. Now you have to change these passwords every 3 months. Easier, through biometric authentication. Now instead of typing a password, you are the password. It's the perfect combination of security and convenience. One of the most exciting examples of this is the iris scanner, which maps your iris and creates a unique digital signature, an eye print instead of a fingerprint. It's the most secure form of biometric security we've ever created. Now, sometimes you just really want to get into your phone really quickly. So we've perfected a form of biometrics that lets you do exactly that. It's called face recognition. So let's say you wanted to unlock your phone right now. The first thing you do is you take your phone and then you see the lock screen. With face recognition, there are no other steps. You just hold your S8 in front of your face and it will pull up your home screen instantly. You can still use the fingerprint scanner, but we've moved that to the back of the phone to make space for all that extra screen. And because convenience also means choice, you can choose to use a pattern, a password, or a PIN to protect your phone as well. The Galaxy S8 gives you security options that work best for you. Emphasis on options. That's what we mean when we say the Galaxy S8 breaks down barriers. It lets you use your phone anywhere you like, in any way you like. From a cinematic screen that still fits in one hand, to security for every possible situation. The Galaxy S8 upends our basic assumptions about what a smartphone is and what it can do. We've always believed your phone should be more than a standalone device. That's why our smartphones have always been the center of a connected ecosystem, a network of devices and services that work together seamlessly. Our mobile devices unlock the potential of the smartphone, giving users a more connected, more convenient smartphone experience. An example of this is Samsung Pay, which turns your phone into a digital wallet that you can use virtually anywhere you'd use a credit or debit card. Consumers around the world have used Samsung Pay for about 250 million transactions to date. That's billion with a B, and that number is just going to keep growing. We've also partnered with more than 870 banks globally. In addition to the in-store coverage, we're expanding into online payments through strategic partnerships with companies like Visa Checkout. And remember when we talked about those annoying passwords? Well, let me tell you about an application that I use literally every day. We're expanding coverage for Samsung Pass, which makes logging into apps and websites easier than ever with iris and fingerprint scanning. And we're working with leading partners such as Bank of America, US Bank, MasterCard, and Visa, and others to integrate Samsung Pass into more financial services in the US, Europe, and Asia. So, whether you need secure access to your financial information or a quick way to log into your favorite sites, Samsung Pass helps you balance security and convenience. And soon, you'll be able to use Samsung Pass in more services beyond finance. With Samsung Pass, you can take charge of your virtual life. But the S8 also lets you take charge of your actual life or your well-being with Samsung Health. You can already use your Galaxy device and Samsung Health to track your fitness goals like calories burned or step stands of our users. We've partnered with leading online providers like American Well in the US to bring you our new Ask an Expert feature. With it, you can connect with a doctor online within minutes at a time that works for you. Ask an Expert is available in Korea and China and will be available in the US at launch with service varying by location. And we'll continue expanding to more users in the coming months. A decade ago, the idea that your phone could help you check out at a cash register or connect you with a doctor, that would have sounded pretty far-fetched, right? Incredible advances in technology have helped our phones evolve into devices they are today. And yet, as smartphones acquire more and more functionality, we have to really make sure that they do simplify our lives. That's one of the fundamental paradoxes of innovation. How do you add capability without taking away usability? To answer that question, we're introducing an entirely new way to interact with your phone. And now, Sriram.
Thank you, Justin. Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. I never imagined 20 years ago when I graduated from high school on this very stage that I'd be back here to tell you about Samsung's vision for the future of mobile interaction. How many dozens of apps are on your phone right now? How many interfaces do you deal with every single day? How many layers of menus, how many taps and swipes to get to what you need? With every advance in technology, our lives get more richer and more connected. But our phones are getting more cluttered and complicated. We end up adapting to our phones when our phones should be adapting to us. It doesn't have to be that way. Technology should make your life easier, and intelligence is a key part of that. See, we actually have a different view of intelligence than most other companies. We see it as a deep, integrated experience. We see it as a tool, not just for finding things out, but for getting things done. And we see it as a vehicle for a new type of interface that learns, evolves, and adapts to you. I could not be more excited to share with you an innovation that will completely change the way you use your mobile phone. Everyone, meet Bixby. It's a new intelligent interface that reimagines the mobile user experience. When we use touch on our phones today, even the simplest tasks can take a lot of steps. And that's where voice technology comes in. It's supposed to make everyday interactions easier. But right now, voice is an isolated feature that doesn't really understand what's happening on the screen. Bixby understands context. It knows what's happening on your screen, which allows you to seamlessly move between voice and touch. Meeting me for lunch and I have to tell her my location. All I have to do is open up Maps, press the convenient Bixby button on the side of the phone and say, capture this and send to Cindy. Bixby understands when I say capture this. That's context awareness. Now let's say I have multiple Cindys in my phone. Oh, Bixby's smart enough to know when it needs more information. And it will let me choose which one I mean. Then I can finish up with touch by selecting the right person, typing in the message, and sending it off. The whole time I move seamlessly between voice and touch. Beyond voice, Bixby's intelligence is embedded deep into the camera. So much of the information we see every day is visual. We see images, signs, products we're curious about, but we have to translate that into something our phones can understand. With Bixby, we've built intelligence into the camera.
Let's suppose that you're writing a really important email to a colleague.
Allora ragazzi, avete assistito, diciamo, al primo evento live
Or a post on Facebook
The Galaxy
that all your friends will
S8.
see.
Mo c'è la pubblicità.
Or a paper for your English class that you just have to
Questo è un
keep.
avvenimento importante.
Options for dining nearby.
Guardate,
It's great.
sempre, vedi, live dentro
Take
live.
another example. Shopping, online shopping. If you see something you want to buy, just point the camera at it and Bixby will find it from one of our partners. With voice and vision, Bixby helps you get things done in an easy, intuitive way. But Bixby also learns and adapts to your routine to anticipate what you need. When you swipe to the right on the home screen, Bixby takes you to a contextual, personalized page that shows you the information you use from the apps you use in one convenient place. You'll see a series of cards for native apps like email and gallery, and third-party apps like Facebook and Uber. And Bixby will organize these cards based on where you are and what time it is. In the morning, you might see news and weather. And at night, your alarm and step count. And the more you use it, the more it learns. So let's say I take Uber most days to work in the morning. Bixby will start placing the Uber card at the very top of the stack. You can also use Bixby to create reminders that show up at a certain time and place. For example, I've been trying to plan a vacation with my family to Thailand for a long time. I don't have a time to read it because I'm getting ready for Unpacked. I can have Bixby set up a reminder for me to read it when I get home.
Ok ragazzi, avete assistito la live. Ce la vediamo al prossimo video. Ciao ciao.